Yeah, hello. Today we're going to be checking out a 4x4 vault door, but before we get started, I just want to say welcome to my channel for everybody that's new, because recently my channel has almost doubled in size within the last 24 hours. So if you're new here, why not leave a comment down below? I'd love to meet you guys. But anyways, let's jump straight into it. So here's the 4x4 vault door, and as you can see there's two pressure plates in front of the door, and this is purposely designed for the door, as when you walk past it, it'll open just in time, and it does the same thing leaving it. This also works if you're running past it. Sometimes you might hit it for just a split second, as you can see there, but for the most part it works out pretty well. And that's because the outer ring uses 0 ticking while the inside ring does not. But anyways, let's go check out what the door looks like without all the blocks on top. Here's the door without all the blocks on top of it. As you can see, it isn't the smallest thing in the world because it does use 0 ticking on the side, and the only way to do that is to have this weird piston formation at the top. But the reason it has to be up there is because the input is super easy, which is what I wanted to have, where it's just 2 blocks of redstone dust and a piston right here. And that's how the input works, and it's on both sides. And if you're wondering if you might accidentally break it, well, guess what? You can't, because it is also completely spam-proof for your idiotic friends that like to break your doors. And if it does seem to break like this, or it didn't break at all that time, but if it does seem to break, you literally just open and close it a couple times and it'll fix itself right out. Another thing is, if you wanted to have this door not double-sided, you can also have it have a single side like this, because it is completely symmetrical. This layer and the other side is completely symmetrical, and the middle is symmetrical on both sides, left and right. But anyways, let's just jump straight into it and build this thing. This will be everything you need. So to start off, the first thing you want to do is find a spot for your door and go 2 blocks off the ground like that, and then build a 4 across bottom, and then you go 4 up on the sides like this. 4 across again, and 4 up on the sides. So that gives you a little frame, and it'll give you a good idea of where the door will sit. And so this is going to be the front of my door, and this is going to be the back of it. The next thing you're going to do is put 2 sticky pistons straight up pointing towards the 2 center like that. And then you'll do the 4 of them on the sides, 2 at the top, and another 4 on the sides over here. So that is our piston layout for now, and yeah. So from the front of your door, you're going to go to the opposite side and put down 4 blocks just like this, or 6 blocks I mean. Then you're going to put a redstone lamp here, and here, put another block just like that. Put redstone dust all the way across on top of all the blocks, and then you can put a normal piston facing straight up, just like that. Now go to the upwards facing normal pistons. Then you're going to put down an observer, block, observer, block, observer, block, and then observer. You're going to copy the exact same thing on this side, where you just alternate them till you end up with the observer right above the piston. Now go back to where the pistons are, and you'll find out where this block is. Place a block there, and then a block diagonal to it like that. Do this on both sides. Then you're going to take a note block, put it right next to the piston, redstone dust on top of this block here and here. Go to the opposite side, and you're going to want to put a block above this redstone dust so that it cuts it off, you can see there, and do the same thing on this side. So we're going to go to the top, and then we're going to go up 3 pistons like this, and place one facing straight down right above this observer. Same thing on this side. Go 3 up, and then have a piston facing straight down. Next, you're going to go to where this piston is, block up, and then break the bottom block, diagonal, block here, block here. Same thing on this side. And what you're going to do is put redstone dust here, here. Now you're going to take out your slabs from where the piston is, and put down a slab right there, break this one. And then you're going to take a block and place it diagonal to the slab. Take your redstone dust, place it on top of the slab, and have a normal piston facing towards the back side of the door. And so we're done with the entire first layer of the door. This is all the parts that zero tick, and if you have an observer facing into any of these blocks with redstone dust in it, and then break a block behind it or place one, you can see that it is completely working. And now what you're going to do is leave it in the open state and then remove that. And the next step is we're going to go to where these observers are and put down 2 sticky pistons like that and another 2 in front. So in other words, right in the middle of where these 4 pistons are, we're going to put another 2 and take blocks and fill up the sides. Also fill up the top while we're at it. One thing I forgot is actually we're going to remove this block right here between the 2 and have it be an observer facing towards the back. Then we're going to take redstone dust and place it right on top of the observer. Next, you're going to take out your slab from where this piston is. We're going to put a slab there, here, so right next to the slab, and then right next to the piston. Then you're going to take your redstone, place it on top of the slab, then right here. Now you take out a block so that we can put it right above this, and it'll cut it off. As you can see, it won't be connected to this anymore. If I can put it down again. And yeah, as you can see, it cuts it off, which is what we want. Cut it off on this side. Take out your sticky pistons from where this block is and that block. Have 2 sticky pistons facing straight up. And then take an observer and put it right above this sticky piston with 1 block of air pointing towards the slab. Same thing on this side. From the observer, a repeater set on 2, pointing away from the door. And then right in front of the repeater, by this green block, have a sticky piston facing straight down, and a redstone block right in front of it. Now we're going to go to where this observer is. You can see there's a block of air right there. We're going to have an observer pointing towards the back, just like that, and then pointing straight back down with a block underneath it. Same thing on this side. They're pointing back, straight back down into a block. Then we're going to go down to where these redstone lamps are. Observer pointing out, up, into a block. You take out your note blocks now, you can place one here. And if you hold shift above the note block, you can place a observer pointing straight up. Same thing on this side, out, up, into a block. With a note block right there, you hold shift again, you place an observer facing straight up. Then you just put in the floor, and we're actually entirely done with the second layer. You put a observer pointing into this line again. You can see that is closed and that is open. And so we're actually entirely done with the door itself if you wanted this to be only one-sided. But I'm going to be showing you quickly right now how to make it double-sided. But pretty much all it is just copying this front layer to this side except flipped. Oops, you're actually supposed to leave the door in the open position. I'll leave it open like this, and then we can do the next layer again. And it's the exact same thing. If you put in all the blocks, you can copy what we did earlier, where you put 2 sticky pistons in the center, 4 on the sides, 2 up top, and then 4 on the sides again. Go to where this lamp is, place a block there, on both sides, redstone dust there, and then we're going to have a normal piston there, and then we're going to do the exact same thing with the observer. Observer block, observer block. You know how to do it. Same thing on this side. Observer block. All the way up to there. Take out your blocks, place one right in front of this one, and then diagonal with the redstone dust right there. Same thing on this side, block there, diagonal to it, redstone dust, and then your note blocks, place one there and there. Now at the top, this is the only part that's a little different. You actually don't need this observer again. So we're just going to put a block there, diagonal, then back up diagonal again. And then if you remember, there's a slab here. What we're going to do is put redstone dust here, here, and here. You're going to copy the same thing to this side. Block, block, then block like that, diagonal. And then you're gonna put a slab right there. Your redstone dust, place it here, here, and here. And this is the final thing we have to do. Take a block, put it right in front of this piston. Have another sticky piston, normal piston I mean. Face it towards the center so that they face each other like this. And another one pointing straight down. Same thing on this side, block here. Piston facing towards each other. And one straight down. And we're actually completely done with the door. The very last thing is to do the input, which is super easy. You're gonna go from, this is where the door is. We're gonna go back a total of 3 blocks. Take out our pressure plates. I'm gonna use red for this part. Pressure plates on both of these. Go underneath it. Blocks like that, redstone dust. And then a piston on either side, it doesn't really matter. Sticky piston, and then an observer pointing towards the door. And I'll show you now that that works. And you do the exact same thing on this side. And then we're all done. You do that quickly. Block, block, redstone dust, a sticky piston, and then a observer pointing towards the center. And there you go. There's the super fast 4x4 vault door. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, might as well leave a comment. But anyways, thanks for watching.